I wouldn't like to door, you bitch. Open the damn door, bitch. I know you're in there.
Oh, it's a rattlesnake! A rattlesnake!
Stone Cold Steve Austin was born pissed off. I'm talking about John 3:16. Austin 3:16 says I just whipped your ass.
Austin, he got it! Give him a hell yeah! Uh-oh, wait a minute, look at that! Stunner! Oh! Austin the station! Stunner! A stunner!
Welcome back to The Real Deal, where wrestling nostalgia suplexes modern reality right onto the concrete. Today, we ask the question that no one in Stanford would dare. Would prime Stone Cold Steve Austin, the beer-slingin, boss-stunnin, middle-finger-flashing icon of the Attitude Era, even survive in the delicate, drama-filled, easily offended world of 2025? I mean, seriously, could Steve Austin even exist in today's WWE, or would the cancel culture police chokeslam him right off the platform before he even hit the ramp? Let's break this down. Here's the first problem. Stone Cold Steve Austin's entire brand was rebellion. The guy is ruthless. He flipped off his boss, poured beer on women, hit stunners on elderly announcers, and once literally crashed a beer truck right into Monday Night Raw. Try that in 2025 and you're not just fired, you're permanently demonetized, trending on Twitter and apologizing on Logan Paul's podcast by Wednesday. We live in a world where if you raise your voice to the wrong person, you owe 3 apology tweets and a heartfelt Instagram live explaining your childhood trauma. Now, Steve Austin didn't do apologies. His answer was 2 words, oh hell yeah. That wouldn't fly with the sensitive censors running today's PG-rated machine. Hell, his whole what chant would probably get cancelled today. Imagine interrupting someone every 3 seconds live TV in 2025. Twitter would call him gaslighting, manipulating, microaggressor, trending hashtags by midnight, cancel cold would be all over TikTok. What video? That's what I'd be saying. Austin's greatest enemy wasn't Triple H, The Rock, or The Undertaker. It was Vince McMahon. The boss he humiliated for 3 straight years, stunner after stunner after stunner. If Austin showed up in 2025, WWE, and stunned every CEO every Monday night, dude, that's 10 HR complaints, an OSHA violation, and a LinkedIn post from Stephanie McMahon titled Workplace Violence, My Truth. HR would have a dedicated Stone Cold incident report folder. Weekly sensitivity training would be in full force, and every time he cracked open a Steve Weiser in the ring, that's the promotion of irresponsible alcohol consumption banned by the corporate sponsors. Do you think Netflix wants this on the family-friendly network? Hell no! And speaking of beer, can you imagine the outrage if Stone Cold threw a beer to a minor in the crowd today? Back in 1998, that got you Wrestler of the Year. Today, lawsuit. Parenting blogs would explode. Social media. Let's talk about social media. Look, Stone Cold barely had to deal with AOL chat rooms, but in 2025, Austin, his Twitter feed would be a burning dumpster fire. Every stunner would get a 3-hour think piece on why violence isn't the answer. Every middle finger would spawn 12 reaction TikToks, one by Logan Paul, another by a confused Gen Z influencer explaining why Austin needs to read the room. Not to mention, Austin roasted everybody. The Rock, Triple H, Taz, Kurt Angle, Booker T. That wasn't playful banter. That was the Attitude Era trash talk. half of which would be bleeped, subtitled, or cut completely from today's broadcast. Try calling your boss a jackass on USA Network today. Suspension? Yeah, maybe even a TED Talk about workplace communication for the alpha males. But here's the twist. Would Austin really get canceled? I mean, maybe, just maybe. Fans would save him though. You see, for every HR complaint and TikTok rant, there'd be a million wrestling fans screaming, "Oh, hell yeah," from their basements, their podcasts, and just like this one, demanding Stone Cold stay the way he was. But the truth? Wrestling fans are weird like that. They'll boo Roman Reigns for 3 years straight, but chant, "This is awesome," when a 60-year-old Sting jumps off a ladder. They want chaos. They miss the Attitude Era. So if Austin flipped the world again in 2025, they cheer loud, real loud, until the network quietly lets it slide. So could Stone Cold survive 2025? Maybe not with the suits in the boardroom, but with the fans in the arena? Oh, hell yeah. But the real test is this. What happens when Prime Stone Cold actually steps back into a 2025 ring? What happens when he crashes a contract, signing interrupts a tribal chief promo, maybe even stuns Logan Paul? This is fantasy meets modern madness. Get your beers ready because it's about to get bumpy. So picture this. It's Raw 2025, the Bloodlines in the ring. Roman Reigns holding court, Solo Sikoa by his side, Paul Heyman sweating like he owes someone money. Roman grabs the mic, "Acknowledge me," and suddenly, the glass shatters. Out stomps Prime Stone Cold Steve Austin. Black boots, attitude at max, volume, straight out of 1998. And what does Austin do? Flips Roman the Bird right in the face, live TV in 4K. Netflix scrambles to hit the censor button, but misses. Twitter explodes. Hashtag cancel cold. Trends in 6 countries. Fox News and TMZ are already outside the arena. And then we got the corporate backlash. Backstage chaos, Triple H pulling his hair. Well, he's got none left. Stephanie McMahon filing a press release. USA Network demanding disciplinary action before the next segment. Sponsors like Snickers are pulling their ads. Snickers does not condone workplace violence or unapproved hand gestures. Yeah, no one's happy. But Austin doesn't care. Next segment, he crashes Logan Paul's influencer lounge. Paul tries to get an exclusive TikTok clip. Bam! Stone Cold Stunner. Logan sells it like HBK at SummerSlam 2005. Austin flips him off and dumps an IPA over his head. More sponsors bail. Instagram reels this moment 12 million times. The next day, WWE stock drops 2%. New York Times headlined, "Outdated wrestler sparks corporate crisis." TikTok therapist posts reaction videos. This is why toxic masculinity persists. But you know who's loving it? The fans. Arena shirts sell out. Hell yeah, 2005 hits #1 on Pro Wrestling Tees. Austin's beer truck toy on back order. SmackDown. Austin hijacks commentary, flips Pat McAfee the Bird, drinks 3 beers on air. McAfee nervously asks, "Are we even allowed to do this on air?" Before he finishes, bam! Stunner to McAfee. McAfee's out. The crowd is losing their damn minds. Twitter explodes again. Fox says we may delay airing this week's SmackDown. And then Austin shows up for the bump. Live stream chaos. He calls out cancel culture, rips apart scripted promos, mocks branding guidelines. "I don't do TikTok dances, son. I kick ass, drink beer, and flip off CEOs." Clip goes viral, 20 million views overnight. That was Stone Cold. WWF releases official statement. Steve Austin's views do not reflect corporate policy. Austin responds live on air. "I don't give a rat's ass." Fans shout, "Hell yeah," louder than Roman's pop in Toronto. But wait, Roman Reigns isn't standing down. I mean, he's the tribal chief. On SmackDown, Roman demands a match. Old man, you don't belong in my ring. Austin grins. Bring your bloodline, kid. I'll stomp their asses too. The match is set. Prime Stone Cold versus the head of the table, Roman Reigns. Culture versus chaos. Contract signing segment. Pure gold. Austin interrupts Roman's speech 12 times with a what? What? Roman gets rattled and says, what again? And you're done. Austin leans in. What?
What?
Fans lose his solo, tries to attack. Bam! Stone Cold Stunner flips the table. Mayhem. Show goes off the air in chaos in the ring. Fans chant, hell yeah, all the way home. Social media divided. Half the world calls Austin a relic of toxic culture. The other half calls him the last real wrestler. Fox delays airing. Netflix adds warning labels. WWE's YouTube disables comments. The ratings highest in 4 years. Merch sales record-breaking. Austin 316 is alive and flipping. So, would Prime Stone Cold Steve Austin get canceled in 2025 by the suits and sponsors? Absolutely. By the fans? Never. Stone Cold is the rebellion, ruthless wrestling fans crave. Even in the age of blue check marks and safe spaces, sure, USA Network might lose its mind, Netflix might post warnings, HR would draft 50 memos, but Austin, he'd laugh, chuck a Steve Weiser, and flip them all off. And you know what? Roman Reigns would probably love it because Austin raising hell means one thing. The business is booming. The fans win, the arena shakes, the attitude returns, and for that, give me a hell yeah! This is the real deal, reminding you, legends never die, they get demonetized. But they keep flipping the bird anyway. See you next time, and by the way, who do you want to see in the next fantasy booking? Drop it in the comments, and I will hand pick one of your favorite bookings. Until then, see you after the bell.